Good evening, baseball fans. It is Monday, December 19th. This is episode 19. And we had some technical difficulties yesterday, so we are recording a special podcast just for all of you bright, shiny, lovely listeners. And as you can see, my beautiful, shiny co-host, Shelby, she's actually back with us. Hooray! Yay, Shelby! I've missed you.
It's been forever.
I've missed you. It has been forever, ma'am, because it's been like 2 weeks, and I had to get like random people to. I say random. I'm very sorry, Sean and Rob and Tom. You're not random. You're very nice gentlemen.
You know, they upstage me anyways. You really get some phenomenal people. And so I'm just very glad that I was welcomed back with open arms.
I don't know.
Closed for a little bit.
I don't know if I don't know if that's technically the term. I mean, because I was holding a grudge there for a little while there.
You really were.
Ma'am, you went to Vegas. Like, I feel like that's okay. Okay. When people hear that the reason you were not on the podcast was because you deserted me to go to Vegas on vacation, I feel like I'm all right in that.
You know, it was unbelievable. And then we come to find out, we get on Instagram, the boys are there.
Did you stalk them?
Bregman, Brantley,
David Hensley. You cannot forget
David Hensley.
Now,
we did the best that we could. Olivia and I, we're flipping through the stories, flipping through Reagan's story, and then Kyle Tucker's girlfriend. We were trying to find them, but we had no luck. But yeah, we investigated. I wouldn't call it stalking, but we investigated very hard to try to find them. But yeah, it was amazing. Definitely recommend going during the National Finals Rodeo Week. There was so much going on. There was a USC fight. The rodeo was going on. It was great. We had a great time.
Did you put $20 down on the Astros to win the World Series for me, Shelby?
So I went to Caesar's Palace. So I had to see where Mattress Mac, dropped the bag, right? Stop it.
Speaking of Mattress Mac, like this delightfulness from Lee. Yes. Okay. For our audio only listeners, there we go. I'm currently holding up a Mattress Mac trading card. These are from Leaf Trading, Leaf, just like how it sounds. And they make these like special run cards. And so I have one of 1996 apparently.
Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen these guys on Facebook creating like the custom ones, but I did not know that Leaf made those.
Yes. I'm so excited about it. So we're gonna have to take a field trip, maybe Shelby, maybe over the holiday break, and see if we can't catch Mattress Mac in the store and be like, Mattress Mac, sir, can you please autograph these? Thank you.
Yeah, that's amazing. I love that. I need that in my life.
Yes. So I have 5 of them.
5? So you have 5 out of 19?
Yes. So, I mean, maybe if people are lucky, maybe we will, I don't know, like send them out as thank you gifts for listening. I don't know. We'll see. So, so for our audio only listeners, head to the YouTube and like check out the card because it is super awesome.
It's sick.
Yeah. So, but anyways, we got off on a tangent because you said Mattress Mac, and I was like, I had to show you the card. So
Mattress Mac is worthy of that, okay? Mattress Mac is worthy of the ADD, the ADHD. But go to Caesar's Palace. I'm at the sports book. The World Cup is on, England and France. I weirdly never thought I would get into soccer, but this World Cup I've been like very, very, very invested in.
Did you just watch them like this?
No, just like there was like 40 screens, and like I'm just in awe, and I'm like there's so many different sporting events going on. There's like horse racing, there's the World Cup, there's college
So it's just
football, there's
sports
basketball.
overload.
Overlord. I don't know what Overlord is.
Apparently my Bloody Mary is
It's
kicking.
the hot garlic pickle juice, I think.
I think it is. It gave it that extra kick. It definitely was not the vodka that I put in here. The amount of vodka. That's definitely not it. So
I go and people are cheering. Like somebody scores in the football game, people are cheering, and simultaneously.
Wait, like the actual football game or like the soccer game?
The actual like American football game.
Okay.
But then in the soccer game, people are scoring, people are freaking out. And, I specifically went there because you texted me before and was like, put $20 on the Astros. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm going to put money on the Astros. Well, they have these little booths, right?
Uh-huh.
And you can sit in the booth with this TV and you can watch your game, like, and you bet on it, right?
Uh-huh.
There are like these older men that literally have like packets. And they're like going up there and they have like stacks of betting slips and they're cashing in and they're writing in their packets in their little booths. And I was like, yep, nope, I'm a little intimidated. I'm not going to go up there and say, hey, $20 on the Astros this year, huh? I feel like that's not the correct way to do it. So I missed out on an opportunity, but I was very intimidated. It was intense.
Okay, fine. I'll allow it. I guess I'm gonna just have to plan my own trip to Vegas and put 20 on the Astros to win the World Series.
10 out of 10 recommend.
Yeah. So, well, let's jump into it. Like I said, you and I, Shelby, have not been on a recording of the Bourbon and Baseball podcast in like 2 weeks, and that's okay. That's okay. We will forgive you. All that matters now is, Shelby, is that you're here now to talk about the lengths of these free agent contracts that some of these shortstops are getting. Okay. So who do you want to start with? Dealer's choice.
Let's start with Correa. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off.
All right.
I want to hear it.
So Carlos Correa to the Giants, 13 years, $350 majillion.
Yeah.
Okay. Through year 2035. But when you look at it, AAV, it's not a ridiculous AAV.
No.
It's the years.
I was not ready. I really did. I thought he was going to go to the Giants. Like, I thought he was going to go to the Giants. Once the rumor came out, I was like, probably going to go to the Giants. But I was not ready for 13 years. 13 years for a shortstop, I was not prepared for. For a 28-year-old shortstop.
Once I saw Trey Turner's contract, I said to myself, no, Correa will not be upstaged.
Right.
He will get more years. But
I mean, he was about to get paid. Trey Turner set the bar. Oh, yeah.
But the fact that, the Giants, lost out on Judge and said, hey, Aaron Judge, we will give you all of the monies. Just come here. And then Judge said, JK, I want to go lose with all of these losers back here. So Correa to the Giants, but there's still some pieces missing over there on the Giants, though, right? They signed Mitch Haniger. Okay, all right. They signed Jock Peterson. Okay, the rotation is all right.
Yeah, but you're riding on Logan Webb. That's your workhorse. Logan Webb's your guy.
Yeah.
Who else?
Logan Webb is the guy. It's Logan Webb, Alex Cobb, Sean Manaea now.
Oh, yeah.
For those that are not watching the YouTubes, I'm making super awesome faces.
Yeah, you're not hiding your emotions very well here.
I don't ever hide my emotions very well.
Not biased
okay.
At all.
Look, Sean Manaea was super awesome for the A's, and then he moved over to the Padres, and I don't know what happened. I don't know if he got his feelings hurt because he wasn't in the A's anymore, or what happened. But maybe he figures it out. Maybe he figures it out in San Francisco. Him and Gabe Kapler go and work out in the gym and just all shirtless and buff together. I don't know. Maybe that happens.
You said Gabe Kapler. That is a good looking man right there.
He is a specimen.
He is a specimen. We love Gabe Kapler in our household. I have a funny story. One of it has to do with this. One of my friends texted in our group text one day, "Hey, who is the manager of the Dodgers?" And I was like, "Dave Roberts? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Why?" And she goes, the hot one? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I was like, not Dave Roberts. I'm very respectfully Dave Roberts. You're tight, but not mine.
Yeah, and I was like, that's not. I was like, are you thinking of Gabe Kapler? Maybe from the Giants? And she goes, I don't know. And then she texted me the picture, and I was like, oh yeah, no, that's Gabe Kapler. Definitely not the Dodgers. The Giants.
Not Dave.
The Giants. And she was like, oh, how do you know this, Suzy? And I'm all, I don't think you understand the vast quantities of baseball knowledge I consume. And one of these facts is the fact that Gabe Kapler is a beautiful human being that apparently doesn't eat birthday cake, which that knocks you down, Gabe Kapler. I'm sorry. Yeah. Anyhow, but yeah, so back to Carlos Correa and the Giants starting rotation. Sean Manaea apparently takes the place of Carlos Rodon. I don't know. But that leads into where Carlos Rodon signed in his free agency.
The Yankees.
The Yankees.
Hey, he's an Astros. He's a monster. He's a monster on the bump when he faces Astros, right?
I think there's Twitter video montages that would say otherwise, but I don't know. Maybe you go find those if you really want to know. But Yankees Twitter is apparently all ablaze with this Carlos Rodon signing, which rightfully so, because Carlos Rodon is dog, right? He got that dog in him. If we can, quote our other favorite Houston podcast, Apollo HOU, shout out Des. Anyways, but Carlos Rodon is that number 2 in that rotation. I don't think he views himself as the number 2, but everybody else,
right,
views Kermit the Frog. I mean, Garrett Cole as the number 1. Carlos Rodon just slots right in as number 2. And then Nestor Cortez being super freaking awesome, the number 3. Hopefully his stuff ticks up. But
so Rodon,
Yankees. Go ahead, Shelby.
Goes from the White Sox, and the White Sox sign Benintendi.
Yeah, but hold on. We're not there yet.
Sorry, I'm really worked up over that one. I'm a little hot over that one. It's wild.
We have to jump from the Yankees to the White Sox. We'll get there in just two shakes of Lambsdale. I don't understand that saying, but we're gonna go with it. Have you never heard of that? 2 shakes of Lambsdale?
I'm white. I haven't heard that goofy saying. White people have weird sayings.
Oh my god. White people do have weird sayings. White Southern people have really weird sayings.
Green.
Side note, one of my friends came from Podunk town in Louisiana, and we were photographing a wedding in Jamaica, and it was about to storm. And he looks up at the sky and he goes, "It's fixing to come on, y'all." We just stop and we're like, What? I'm sorry, sir. What did you just say? And this is the most innocent, pure soul in the entire world. And he's 21 at the time. And I was like, what did you just say? I need you to repeat what you just said. And in the most Louisiana Southern, "It's fixing to come on." And I'm all, that's not what that, sir, that's not what that means. And he's like, what does it mean? And I go, what do you think it means? And he goes, that it's going to rain really hard. I go, on someone's face, maybe. And he was like, what?
I would have thought the same thing.
Oh, he died. He's like, my granny says that. I go, with like grandma. A straight face, like grandma at church. And he's like, yeah, Mom. Maybe I don't know. I don't know then. But so anyways, we've gotten sidetracked off of Carlos Rodon and the Yankees. But the Yankees are basically running back their entire same infield, minus Andrew Benintendi.
Yeah, I was like, you see some of these guys in the Yankees farm system, and I saw the IKF signing, and I was like, But, I mean, do you think?
Shout out Yankees fans, and that you have immense faith in your team, because #blessed. I don't know what. Do you just expect Josh Donaldson to just get 94 times better? I mean, you're still running Josh Donaldson out there, y'all.
Oof.
Okay. Like, hooray, you signed Aaron Judge. Yay! You got Carlos Rodon. But Rodon can only pitch once every 5 days. Maybe 6 if, they throw in Frankie Montas as their 5. As you can tell, y'all, I don't have immense faith in the Yankees rotation. But you know what? Yankees Twitter is going to come for me after, when they hear this, and they come clip this after Frankie Montas throws a no-hitter against us, which, whatever, it happens. But yeah, so they don't re-sign Andrew Benintendi. So basically their infield has gotten, I guess, worse. I don't know. Maybe with a healthy DJ LeMahieu.
It's probably pretty stagnant. I don't think it can be any better or any worse, I guess.
I don't know. Call up Anthony Volpe, guys. Anthony Volpe, that's the whole reason why the Yankees didn't sign a shortstop. Like, Anthony Volpe is apparently the Derek Jeter incarnate. I don't know. But let's talk about Benintendi, who did not re-sign with the Yankees because he signed with the who? Shelby?
How about the Chicago White Sox for a very unexpected contract?
Yeah. Now, when you hear the contract, you don't think too much of it because it's relatively in line with all the rest of the contracts that have been thrown out there this season. So Andrew Benintendi for the White Sox signed for 5 years, $75 million.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah. But what makes this contract so unexpected?
The fact that it's the highest contract that the White Sox have ever given out.
Wow.
To and I repeat, Andrew Benintendi.
I mean, do you realize they have Luis Robert?
Yeah.
On their team?
Yeah. But do you know who had the highest contract?
I would guess
Benintendi. Yasmani Grandal.
What?
Yasmani Grandal, their catcher.
Well, I guess the big hurt was way before big money, but wow.
4 for $73. So Yasmani Grandal got his bag and just said, I got my bag. I don't need to play good no more, guys. I'm gonna just be back here, just not doing anything. I don't know. I feel bad. Whatever. So, hooray, Chicago White Sox. You got Andrew Benintendi for the highest contract that the White Sox have ever signed, which I never thought I'd put Andrew Benintendi and those words in the same sentence ever, because they had Jose Abreu. What? I had to go look at the contracts to see how ridiculous it was, and my mind was blown. Some of these contracts are mind-boggling. But I don't know. So yeah, Andrew Benintendi to the White Sox. They also signed Mike Clevenger.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel, but I'm kind of rooting for Clevenger. He needs a redemption year.
No, Mike Clevenger can go walk off a cliff.
Terrible. He was terrible last year.
Like, I don't know. Maybe if you saw your kids more often, Mike Clevenger, maybe then you'd be a nice human being. I don't know.
I kind of forgot about that. He looks
I'm not quite sure why more people didn't talk about it.
I'm sitting here and I'm looking at him, and you want to know who he looks like? He looks like a budget Tim Lincecum.
The Wish version?
Literally looks like the Wish or the Sheen version of Tim Lincecum.
There you go. Yes, that's exactly
love that man. He's a fave. Tim Lincecum is a fave.
But yeah, so I don't know what we're doing over here, guys. Like, Chicago White Sox, what are you doing?
No, don't talk about the words, what are you doing? Like, questioning, what are you doing? The only people you should be talking about, like, oh my gosh, what are you doing, is the Red Sox.
Jared Carabas would definitely echo your sentiment. I don't know what the Red Sox are doing over there. I don't even know. Like, them and the Dodgers just like switched DHs.
Yeah, like I don't understand. Know. And then they DFA'd like one of their top prospects, which you informed me of off the mic yesterday, and I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
And then
but apparently he wasn't doing very well though. I didn't follow Jeter Downs.
He wasn't doing really hot, but I was just like, was not ready for that. And then I did tell you that they have a prospect named Blaze Jordan.
He better be the fastest motherfucker in the entire goddamn, with the name Blaze Jordan, you better be a bad motherfucker, okay? Either that or you're going to get your ass kicked every Friday. Like, there's no two.
No.
There's no two ways about it.
It's a top name right there.
Right? Like, you better have all of the swag in the entire world.
Yes.
If your name is Blaze Jordan.
Like, I am... Now, they do have some pretty good guys coming up. They have, like, Marcelo Meyer. Marcelo Meyer's coming up.
Is that who they're pinning all their hopes and dreams on? And that's why they didn't...
I'm pretty sure, yeah. Because who are they putting all their hopes and dreams on? When I was reading an article, which, I mean, obviously I take everything I read with a grain of salt, that they're going to put, like, Bobby Dahlbeck is, like, a trade prospect. And so is Rafael Devers. And I was like... Fenway Park is going to fucking burn down if Rafael Devers is traded.
That's the other crazy thing. So apparently their owner has not answered to the media in like 3 years, has not granted an interview, has not talked. Can you imagine the unruliness? And I say that with a grain of salt because there would be freaking riots in the streets if Jim Crane did not have interviews for 3 years.
Oh my god! 3 years? This man has 3 years a mic and talked about the operations of
nothing.
Oh god,
nothing.
That's a bad look. That's a tough look right there.
Chaim Bloom has worn it, and then their PR person has worn it, but the owner of the Red Sox has not spoken to the media in 3 years, apparently, that just boggles my mind. I can't even.
What a business!
But that's just it, though. I mean, does the ownership care that much about what the fandom will do? Because it's the Red Sox. Like, they know
they sell out like almost every
Like, he knows that the faithful are gonna come. Like, and they, built the area around there up and stuff, I guess, instead of, I don't know, reinvesting in I don't know. But apparently, like, they own all of the area around Fenway. And so that just makes them all of the money.
I don't know.
I don't know. Red Sox fans, like, sound off.
It's decency. And it's like so important to like the people that hold on to these organizations. Like I would die like if we did not get a press conference after somebody got hurt or something like that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or like when we hire somebody new, like when we hire a GM, I expect Jim Crane to come out there and say,
ta-da! Look what I did.
Look what I did, right?
Right.
Like, 3 years? Oh, I can't.
3 years. So, and I was like, oh, all right, that's... So, yeah, Red Sox Nation is in shambles because their star shortstop that has grown up in the organization, Xander Bogaerts, not to be confused with Xavier Bogaerts, y'all. Don't confuse that like this idiot over here did, okay?
So, we got to tell the story of what happened when we got on here, right?
Yeah.
So, this is going to totally lead into what we talk about next. So, we're talking about, you know, whatever, getting set up to record. And I'm over on my computer and I'm like, oh, I'm looking up a contract. And I'm like, Suzy, fuck, I don't know what I'm typing because I'm sitting here and I'm typing an Uncle Mike contract. And I'm like, what the fuck is his name? And then I'm like, his name's Michael Brantley, duh. So then Suzy presents me with Xander Bogaerts' alter ego,
Xavier. Yeah. I was trying to find Xander Bogaerts' Instagram because I'm apparently just such a Astros stan that I rarely follow other players. So I do not follow Xander Bogaerts. So I was typing in the search bar Xavier Bogaerts. Don't ask me why. Because I'm an idiot. And I'm like, why is Xavier Bogaerts not coming up? Like, do we not know that he is badass? Apparently, in Suzy's dumb brain, no, we don't know because it's Xander. Xander, y'all. Not Xavier. Xander. And that's when I found out that Xander Bogaerts has a twin brother. Did y'all know that?
I get a text of a picture. OMFG, did you know Xander Bogaerts has a twin? Now I do.
Yeah. So we're just going to add that to the list of major league players that have twins. So Xander, and then Chaz, and then Taylor and Tyler Rogers. Right? Yeah. So I know there's more that I'm forgetting.
You know way more than I do.
But yeah. So Xander Bogaerts goes to the Padres for 11 years and $280 million. And apparently the Red Sox, I guess, offered him what they thought was a comparable offer, which was not comparable at all. It was like six for 160 or something. Don't come for me, Red Sox Twitter. I'm sorry that I don't have those.
Well, they probably don't even know what's going on because their owner doesn't.
Right. Jared Krobus is filling them in on all of the things.
Literally.
But apparently, if they had offered him that contract at the beginning of spring training or something, reportedly he would have taken it or something close to that.
Right.
But they didn't. And I guess they overestimated their pull of what, I don't know, of maybe his willingness to stay in Boston and take a hometown discount. I don't know. But now Boston Red Sox fans are in shambles because now they're like, well, we don't have a shortstop. Now where's Rafi Devers going? We don't know.
Yeah, there's no telling. It's like with the Red Sox right now, it's like, ooh, what are you going to do next? Like just waiting for something bad to happen.
Right. And I feel bad for Red Sox fans, but I guess since Red Sox are considered one of those major markets, they are expected to be competitive. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I don't think at this point in the organization, I don't think they're really expected to be competitive. To be honest.
What do you mean? Chris Sale is their number one pitcher. They signed Kenley Jansen.
That is literally one of the most unfortunate stories from last year. Poor Chris.
He fell off his bike. Did he really fall off his bike, or is that the story? I need to know these
definitely
things.
The story. What did this all happen within, I feel like this happened within 2 or 3 weeks. He makes a comeback in the minors, throws a fit, and then doesn't he comes back from his injury, and didn't he get hit in the hand and broke it?
Broke his pinky, yeah, on a comebacker, yeah. And then, as he was rehabbing, supposedly fell off his bike. I don't know. I don't have very good balance, and I obviously don't have any athletic ability, so I have no room to judge Chris Sale. But I feel like maybe, just maybe, I could figure out how to stay on a bike. Maybe.
He's literally like a professional athlete and fell off his bike.
I don't know. But who knows?
Oh, Red Sox. I can't wait. I'm gonna pay attention to the Red Sox more this year.
Well, then you'll see if Yoshida either is the worst overpaid player that they've ever signed, or what they hoped Alex Verdugo would have been. I don't know.
God, I love Alex Verdugo, but you know what? Let me tell you about Yoshida. How adorable! What a great opening press conference. Adorable. Has my heart for sure. Has my heart.
If y'all have not checked out Masataka Yoshida's intro presser for the Red Sox, if y'all don't know, signed from Japan. Obviously, English is not his first language, but he did his intro presser in English, and it was adorable. And I realized that adorable and baseball probably don't go hand in hand.
That's literally the best way to describe it. Yeah. It was absolutely precious.
It was very earnest, and I will give him all of the credit in the world because he practiced. And being of Asian descent, my mom growing up did not want to speak English in front of people. She hated speaking English in front of people because people made fun of her. They teased her for sounding funny when she tried to pronounce her R's, and it didn't translate, And so the fact that he was willing to do that, I give him all of the props in the entire world. And so I hope that he has a stellar career over here and that the reports of his overpayment is not true. But fingers crossed. I'm rooting for you.
I'm rooting. I'm definitely rooting for him.
Yeah. So let's talk about Dansby Swanson, the last shortstop to sign, Dansby Swanson to the Cubs. And I feel bad for Dansby Swanson.
Same.
Everyone talking about Carlos and Xavier, Xander, and now people are going to be like, Suzy, you're an idiot. And
I think Arnold said it best, and I think he described it the best to me because, I would be a terrible GM, right? I see the Correa contract, and I'm like, dude's going to be 41 when his contract is up. And I literally looked yesterday or the day before, and the average age of retirement for a shortstop is 36 to 38. But Aram described it perfectly. Superstar years, right?
Yes.
So they know the back end of that contract's not going to be great, but they have a face of the franchise. Dansby did not get his superstar years.
No. But I wonder though, I wonder if he's comfortable there. His beautiful new wife that they literally just got married is a soccer star in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if there was any more contracts that maybe were worth more money or less years or something like that elsewhere, but because she plays in Chicago, that's where they decide to put down roots. I don't know.
Yeah, another thing is the Cubs is a staple MLB team, right? They have some of the most history. Wrigley is a bucket list for me. Maybe
we should go to Wrigley together.
If I don't, I'm gonna take shit off the ivy. I don't even care. I'm gonna put it in my pocket. and I'm going to take it.
Can we go sit in the outfield and talk shit to Cody Bellinger? Please?
Oh, Cody Bellinger. Yes, absolutely.
Let's do it. But yeah, so Dansby to the Cubs, 7 years, 177 through his age 35 year. So I don't know. From all reports that I'm listening to about Dansby, apparently this past season was his only good season. I don't know. I'm like, wait, are you kidding me? Like, didn't he have good seasons before this? But apparently he only had serviceable seasons before this. I'm like, this is why I would never make it on the MLB market.
Yeah. No.
Not the fact that I can't field or throw or run or hit. This. But yeah, so Dansby to the Cubs. They made some moves. They added Jameson Taillon. They added Cody Bellinger. They added Cody Bellinger for a lot of fucking money. Yeah, like a lot of money.
Yeah, interesting.
And it was 1 year, which, you know, he had said, or the reports were that he was wanting only a 1 year contract so that he could up his numbers, right?
Now, he has to, though. He has no choice. He has to up his numbers.
Okay, but here's my thing. I mean, you're Cody Bellinger. You're playing on the Dodgers. Are the Dodgers hitting coaches just sitting there with their thumb up their asses, being like, "Cool, Cody, just do what you're doing great"? Obviously not. Like, obviously they're trying to do things for Cody Bellinger, right? Like, maybe, I don't know, but surely they've been trying to fix him.
Well, and here's another thing. Like, I just thought about this as we're talking about it. The Dodgers gave him protection. Like, he could not perform on the Dodgers because somebody else is going to perform. He's not going to get that kind of protection with the Cubs.
He was batting ninth for them for most of the season, wasn't he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
So Cody Bellinger signed with the Cubs for 1 year, $17.5 million.
Jesus.
Okay, so now I want you to remember these numbers when I tell you this, because I've been seeing a lot of fucking people on Twitter saying that we overpaid Uncle Mike. FYI, newsflash, in case y'all didn't know, the Astros re-signed Uncle Mike, Michael Brantley, for those that, like Shelby, have a brain fart and can't remember who it is. We re-signed Michael Brantley, 1 year, $12 million. Do you know how many people I saw on Astros Twitter mad saying that we overpaid Michael Brantley?
But
Cody Bellinger is out here with the $17.5 million contract? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Michael Brantley brings the intangibles. Like, holy shit. I mean, look what he did for us in the playoffs.
Like, you want to talk about leader on the field, leader in the clubhouse?
Yes.
That whole speech in the World Series, what are we doing here, people? Like, I feel like $12 million is a steal. Is an absolute steal. Now, like, so I had to look up on Baseball Reference their numbers. Cody Bellinger versus Michael Brantley last season.
I can't wait for this.
Okay, so last season, in 64 games that Michael Brantley played, 64 versus Cody Bellinger's 144. Okay. The OPS plus for Michael Brantley, 125.
Okay.
The OPS plus for Cody Bellinger, 78.
What?
78.
What? Wow.
Okay. At bats, Cody Bellinger had 504 at bats, and Michael Brantley had 243.
In 64 games.
In 64 games. So, Astros Twitter, when you sit there and say that Mike Brantley is overpaid, I need you to take a good, long, hard look at Cody Bellinger.
And I'm sure people are talking about his shoulder injury. I mean, I don't know. I've been a little absent on the Twitter lately. But you have the Crawford boxes there. You don't have to be a phenomenal left fielder with the Crawford boxes.
Well, so granted, he's gonna split time with Jordan out there, right? 1,000%. And I don't think, quite honestly, we're not signing Mike Brantley to play left field.
No.
I mean, we all know that, right? I mean,
we're signing him to hit second. I'm sorry, I had to say it.
But really though, I mean, if you think about it, if you bump everybody down one, if you bat Jose Altuve, Michael Brantley, Jeremy Pena, Yordan Alvarez, Alex Bregman, Kyle Tucker, Jose Abreu, you're 1 through 7. That lineup just got so long. That's what she said. And like I should have looked up the OPS the OPS plus on all like our 1 through 7.
It's disgusting. Like, this is a scary lineup. This is terrifying.
It is. I have song lyrics stuck in my head now, and I no longer can think and make coherent.
The lineup is so long. Is that what song is that?
And strong, and it's down to get the friction on. Fellas, yeah. That is what's happening in my brain right now. Like, I can no longer make actual coherent thoughts about baseball. It's now just full on lyrics. But legitimately, I don't know what you're going to do. And and Astros Twitter is going to argue about Maldonado and Chas McCormick. And I'm tired. I'm a Chas McCormick stan. Shelby, you shut your mouth.
I'm just smiling.
Shut your mouth, Shelby.
Okay, I know.
But
where are we at right now? I can't see my stuff, but I do have a question for you. I have something that I'm like super rooting for this next year. And I've been sitting on this for like 2 or 3 weeks. Does Kyle Tucker get his 30 for 30 season? This is a very, 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 very early take. Is he finally going to get his 30 for 30 season?
Yes, because I actually clipped this from Rob and Tom's episode that we did last week, and I actually have a clip.
Stop it.
Yes, 1,000%. I will release the clip from last week that said, I called it last week that I call Kyle Tucker is going to get 30 for 30.
I didn't even listen. I've never listened to our own podcast because I hate hearing myself talk. So I have not listened, but this has been burning me up for like the last 2 or 3 weeks.
I think with the whole banning of the shift or whatever we're calling it, I think Kyle Tucker's numbers are just going to go like through the fucking roof. And because his numbers are going to go through the roof,
is he in the top?
We will not be able to buy out his arbitration years.
Oh, he's going to get fucking paid.
Which all of Astros Twitter is so, like, I've been on so many Astros Twitter spaces talking about Kyle Tucker and how we should sign him to an extension right now, blah, 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 blah. And that's all good and well. I would love to sign Kyle Tucker to a long-term extension right fucking now. But we all know that Jim Crane has full on come out and said that he's not willing to do the long deals, right? Like, someone in one of the Twitter spaces had said 12 years for $350, which would buy out basically all of his arbitration years.
Mm-hmm.
He would be what, 37, 38?
Something like that.
Because he's 25 right now, right? I don't know. I'm the wrong kind of Asian to do math. Like, I don't even know. This is why God didn't give me the ability to do math or titties. He knew that if he gave me either or, I would just dominate the entire world. Okay,
and run the world.
I would have run the world by now. Okay, like boobies and the ability to do math. Y'all wouldn't even know me. I would be running all of the worlds, all of them. But yeah, so he would be like 38, and we would just buy out all of his good years essentially. And when you look at it, it would be like 27 million, which now is high, but in 5 years will be on the super low end, right?
Right. Yeah. No, yeah, they need to figure out something with him. I hope they do, but I don't see it happening. But Benintendi, we just talked about Benintendi's contract. He set the bar, right? He set the bar very high. Like, he just raised Kyle Tucker's value. And what has McCullers been saying on Kyle Tucker's Instagram post?
Respectfully, Lance McCullers, I love you. I love you. But respectfully, I need you to shut the fuck up. Okay?
I love it.
Stop telling Kyle Tucker that today's price is not tomorrow's price. Okay?
I love it.
I know. But it makes me sad because I will legitimately shed tears when Kyle Tucker leaves.
So let's talk about shedding tears over Kyle Tucker. Olivia, I love you. I know she's not. She's in there. So this is why I was thinking, Kyle Tucker really heavy. So today the Astros sent out an Instagram post about, like, I think it said like King Tuck Day or something like that.
Yes.
And Olivia's cooking dinner and like starts to freak out. She's like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, is it a dog? Is it a dog? Is it a cow?
Is it a fuzzy animal?
Because that's normally she'd be like, oh my God. She gets really cute about it. She's like, starts to like form. She's like, it's Kyle Tucker Day. And I'm like, so like, did Sylvester Turner like declare this Kyle Tucker Day? And she's like, the Astros tweeted it. And then she falls on the floor and she's like, look. Suzy has this video. Suzy has the video. It happened.
I will. Should I play the video? Should I play the video?
You should play the video.
Okay.
I think you should play it.
Okay.
Because it's coming. Gold, and I knew you appreciated it.
Okay, so for our audio listeners only, you should go to the YouTubes because I'm now showing you my phone and I'm going to hit play. Oh, nope, I just zoomed in. Sorry. I'm trying to do this like backwards and it's all okay.
It's Kyle Tucker.
Can you not hear it? Hold on.
I think you can
hey, guess what? Just like how I was an idiot and didn't have mute on, or I had mute on earlier.
Oh yeah.
I didn't have it.
No.
I didn't have it correct. Yeah, here.
My heart.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit play again.
Literal tears.
Oh, so our audio only listeners, Olivia is literally on her hands and knees in the kitchen, like crying over this video of Kyle Tucker Day on Instagram, and it is the most adorable, precious thing in the entire world. And Olivia, I freaking love you. You're freaking adorable.
I don't deserve her. She is like the kindest human being in the world, and she loves Kyle Tucker. Like, loves Kyle Tucker.
Yeah. When Kyle Tucker tests free agency, and he deserves to. He deserves olive flowers. He deserves the entire bag. Let me just tell you that Kyle Tucker will be the first player I will shed actual tears over.
We will shoot a farewell special edition pod, and we will reminisce on the Kyle Tucker years, because that's pretty much how we feel about Kyle Tucker here.
Yeah. I will literally shed tears over Kyle Tucker when he decides to go get his bag somewhere else, because he's won his ring, and I don't know about players. I don't know if like one ring is enough. Like they have their one ring, so they're good. Like now they can go make their money. I don't know. Alex Bregman apparently has never played on a team that has not gone to the playoffs. Like, I don't know. Maybe for some odd reason, Kyle Tucker will take a hometown discount and just say, you know what? I want to be on a winning team. I want to be on a winning team, and I'm going to be here. We can only dream. We can only dream. I will dream. But you know, we're going to hope that Kyle Tucker. I mean, we have what, 3 more years of Kyle Tucker, like his arbitration years.
Wonderful years that I will not take for granted.
No. You know what else I'm not going to take for granted?
What?
Shelby, do you know what else I'm not going to take for granted? I'm not going to take for granted this beautiful human being. Where's the picture? Hold on. Did I erase the picture? Son of a biscuits.
God dang.
I did. I erased the picture. I don't know why I erased the picture from my phone, because that doesn't make any freaking sense at all. But I had tweeted it. If you follow our Twitter, Bourbon and Baseball Twitter, you will see the picture that I tweeted this morning of our World Series MVP.
Oh, I did see it.
The guns on. I don't think he has a permit for those, Shelby. I don't think he does. Those guns.
License to carry. License to carry.
That is,
right there.
For our audio only listeners, I'm sorry. Go to YouTube. It's full of all of the goodness. Or just go to our Twitter and you'll see Jeremy Pena.
Total breeder.
Just in these with just the guns, and golly, I don't even know. The guns and the smile and the eyelash. It's over. It's over.
He is a poster child. He is a poster child.
Speaking of poster children, can we go back to Korea and the Giants? Can I just say that I'm so excited that he gets to torment the Dodgers for the entire season now?
Oh,
is that bad to say?
No, it's not. Especially when the Dodgers come out and say they literally don't even want to interact with him because their fans.
Because of their. That blows my mind, y'all. Like, that blows my mind. Do you really, Dodgers fans? I need you to sound off. Like, legitimately, I need you to sound off. Are you really going to roll with Gavin Lux at shortstop? Are you that heated that you are going to roll with Gavin Lux as your shortstop versus Carlos Correa? You can't. You can't. If you love the Dodgers at all, there's no way.
It's wild.
I don't know. But I mean, you know, they signed Noah Syndergaard. So I guess that makes up for it. I don't even know, y'all. Like, I don't even know. We're gonna end on this note, Shelby. Did you know that our 2 favorite announcers, Todd Callis and Jeff Blum, have not been re-signed for next season? Did you know this?
No.
I don't know. I don't know who we have to petition. I don't know who we have to on Twitter. I don't know what building we have to burn down in order to get this done.
You want to know?
That I need to know.
So this is my conspiracy right now. Okay, so my school's football team just went to the state championship, and it was on Valley Sports. And you want to know what station it's normally on? AT&T. Just food for thought. So that's just my conspiracy theory.
I don't like that. I don't like that theory. I don't like that theory. Shelby.
And AT&T, I don't know if you knew this last year. I used to be able to watch the Astros on my phone on AT&T. Couldn't do that this last year.
Yeah. I had some friends that were not able to do that either. I don't know. I will burn it down.
Yeah, I'm not.
I will burn it down if Todd Callis and Jeff Blum are not on the call.
Yes.
Next season.
I too will be devastated. Just you know what? Please just don't let it be Apple. Don't let it be Apple.
Oh my God. If it's Apple, I will literally shove rusty spoons in my God-forsaken ears.
Ew.
Oh my God. If I have to listen to that.
I seriously saw that going another direction, and I'm really glad you said in your ear. I was like,
what other body part am I listening to?
It's after
to
8.
Things with?
It's after 8, Suzy, and we are.
Is that when the spicy things come out after 8, Shelby?
You're a Bloody Mary in, and so I was prepared for.
Look, my Bloody Mary ended like 30 minutes ago, ma'am. Okay,
it's prime time. It's prime time.
Okay, but legitimately, if I have to listen to that Katie chick ever again on an Apple freaking broadcast, every single fucking time I have to listen to her, I am so enraged. And I need to fucking know who she blew, basically.
Yeah,
because she doesn't know what she's talking about. Go. I'm so heated, Shelby. Why did you have to bring up Apple Broadcast?
Monday Ragers right here.
I swear to God, if I ever see her in a dark alley, I will just punch her straight in the throat. Straight in the throat.
She needs a good throat punch. You know what? Nobody deserves a good throat punch. And nobody deserves a throat punch, but she may just accidentally get one.
She deserves a good throat punch, Shelby. How do you get on a broadcast and you don't know the sport that you are broadcasting?
In her defense, in her defense, her partner also does not know what he's talking about.
No, Shelby, you don't get to defend her. Okay,
I'm defending the terribleness.
She needs to stick to freaking drunk history. Okay, like I don't even care. Just go somewhere where I don't have to deal with you and your ridiculousness. Because I'm sorry, but you give women in sports a bad fucking name. That's all there is to it. That it enrages me when so many women have tried and gone on to do amazing things and have had to work twice as hard to get where they are. And she's just over here, I don't know about baseball, what? Just,
sorry, I didn't mean to press a button.
Seriously, like, rusty spoons, y'all. Rusty spoons, just straight in my ear. But that's what we're gonna end on. We're gonna end on TK and Blummer not having a freaking contract for next season, and I don't know who we need to add. What petition do we need to sign or start, or building that we need to burn down? That's not good. We're not going to burn down any buildings. Metaphorical buildings.
Maybe no arson. Maybe no arson.
Maybe we're going to put maybe in the parentheses there. But really though. And people were like, I want Jeff Bagwell. Don't get me wrong. I do like when Jeff Bagwell's on the call.
Mm-hmm.
His insight makes me happier. But the fact that I can't freaking hear him. Because he talks like this all the time. And I don't know what he's saying. Sir, speak up.
And Jeff Blum is a staple of the dynasty. We need Jeff Blum.
If they're not back on the call, I'm going to be so freaking mad. And apparently, like, the Angels, I think color commentator is someone from the Apple broadcast, like, just got changed over. Like, I read that somewhere on Twitter today. And I was like, I'm sorry, what now? Yeah. So my spidey senses, like, went up. If Jeff Blum and Todd Callis are not back on the call, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what Astros Twitter will do. But we should do something.
You know, I'm in for whatever we do, because this is something that I need to enjoy. Right. I need it in my life. I need both of them.
So, okay. So that's what we're going to end with, y'all. We are going to end with TK and Blummer. We love you. And I obviously did not watch the Astros before TK. Do you know who the announcer was before TK?
No idea.
Okay.
No.
So I was quote unquote raised on TK and Blummer. Like those are the voices that I know, that I recognize, that I come to expect on the broadcast. Granted, I love Robert Ford and Sparky on the radio, but when I can't, oh my God, they're so good. They're so good. But I need the entire team back. So Astros, I need you to do the right thing here, people. I need you to do the right thing. TK, Blummer, need to be back. And with that, we will end episode 19 of the Bourbon and Baseball podcast. I lied, Shelby. We're not going to end it. Do you know why we're not going to end it just yet?
Why?
Because I'm going to tell all of our delightful listeners that they need to rate and review and subscribe to the podcast.
100 subscribers. Woo.
On YouTube. Yeah, you can't tell me shit now. But you know what? We just got a super awesome review. And I'm going to read it for you, Shelby. I'm going to read it for you because it gave me tinglies.
Love
it.
Gave
me tinglies, and I was very happy. And not going to lie, it made me tear up just a tiny bit.
What?
So the review said, "You go, girls." And it was a 5-star review, by the way. 5 stars.
What?
Yeah. The hosts of this podcast have knowledge of the entire league, not just one team. It's something difficult and something fun for everyone. Suzy and Shelby, keep up the good work.
I needed that
Right? I don't know who you are. Nishal. That was the name that was given. Neeechawl. So if you're listening to this, Nishal, you are awesome and we love you. And you just gave me like a huge boost of serotonin. Thank you.
That makes my heart happy.
Right? So if any of you delightful dear listeners would like to give us serotonin boosts and give us reviews and ratings, we would love that. We would so adore that.
Especially since my love language is words of affirmation.
Oh, hashtag, you look so pretty today, Shelby. I'm sorry, I said that very sarcastically, and I did not mean it sarcastically. Like, I actually meant it. So this concludes episode 19 of the Bourbon and Baseball podcast. I am Suzy. That is Shelby. And until next time, we'll see y'all later.
Happy holidays.
Thank y'all. Have a good night.
Friends.
Yes. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Merry Festivus.
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
I don't know. All of the holidays. Until next time, guys. We'll see ya.